an up-close and personal view. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JoAnne Powell Show. I am JoAnne. We are coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com, Hollywood. And for those who are tuning in on the Go Harrison Show, I'd like to welcome you as well. Just a brief introduction. This is our first show of 2017. Some of you may know me from the work that I've done with CBS 2 News Los Angeles, along with being a contributing reporter with CNN, CBS, and ABC. And with as we're starting the new year, there is actually a lot going on in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill. Yesterday was the first day of the 115th Congress. And with that, there's been a lot going on. Of course, there's a lot of changes in what's happening on Capitol Hill. There's been a shift from who is in control on Capitol Hill. Now, pretty much, it's all going to be Republican-fed. The Republicans have the House of Representatives, and they also have the Senate and the presidency. On the 20th of this month, Donald Trump will be sworn in as our president, and Vice President Pence will also be sworn in as well. So we have a new chapter. Some are very excited about the changes that are happening and taking place in Washington, while there are others who are not quite as excited. But with that, on day one, there is already some, controversy and things happening behind the scenes. Things were going on. We'll talk a little bit about that. But also in terms of leadership in Congress and what's happening there, not a whole lot of change. We have Congressman Paul Ryan. He was actually sworn in as the Speaker of the House. He is the former Speaker of the House. And then we do have, for the minority position in the Senate, we have Senator Chuck Schumer from New York. He is now the new minority leader in the Senate. And in terms of the minority leader in the House, we have Nancy Pelosi, who is from California. But we heard a little bit from the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer about their future, what things are going to look like, what they're hoping to have, their plan of action as they address Congress. Take a look and listen.
If the president-elect proposes legislation that on issues like infrastructure and trade and closing the carried interest loophole, for instance, will work in good faith to perfect and potentially enact it. But when he doesn't, we will resist. If you abandon change and simply embrace the shop-worn, hard-right, pro-corporate, pro-elite policies diametrically opposed to the many campaign themes that helped you win working-class votes and get you elected, your presidency will not succeed.
To the minority, I want to say this. We've never shied away from our disagreements, and I do not expect anyone to do so now. But however bright of a contrast that we draw between us, it must never blind us to the common ground that we share. We must never shy away from making progress for the American people wherever we can. And so as your Speaker, I promise to uphold the rights of the minority. I promise to hear you out and let you have your say. If I had to sum up, it would be this: agreement whenever possible, but at all times, respect. So I want to say to the American people, we hear you. We will do right by you, and we will deliver.
Well, on day one, we had a little bit of controversy. Behind the scenes, the Republican caucus, there were members who got together over the holiday right before they went into session to basically come up with a plan to gut the ethics committee and the ethics office. Once the public got a hold of that information and there was a public outcry and a tweet from Donald Trump, that actually was reversed. So when they actually voted the rules for Congress, that was reversed and it was not a part of that plan. So there's a lot going on. The next big activity coming up for on Capitol Hill is going to be what's going to happen to Obamacare. That's the big discussion of today. The president was on Capitol Hill talking with the Democratic caucus, and the Republicans are coming up with their plan of action. Many are calling for, instead of repealing it, make sure you have something to replace it with. And we're going to talk more about that in some shows coming up. But when we come back, we're going to talk about some New Year's resolutions in 2017. And I've got some experts that are going to join me in terms of if you want to get your financial house in order. So stay tuned.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University LEAP program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the day scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the day scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I had doubts. I was really impressed with Oakwood University, with the faculty and the staff and the student body. It was a really good experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who was thinking about going back and finishing their degree.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.